I'm very intentionally allergic to advertising and branding. I just really dislike the notion that my moment-to-moment thought processes are at all influenced by forces designed to sell me shit. More practically, I'm not a fan of my visual world being polluted by imagery that's designed to manipulate me. This studio is a logo-free zone, but the rule is harder to enforce outside this room, though I really do put in the work. My wardrobe included. This is my entire t-shirt collection. Logos that are over 40 years old get a pass because they've become, not dormant, inert. They've become inert. They no longer perform the function for which they were originally designed, and they've actually become interesting examples of design, which I hope can take the edge off this looming bit of hypocrisy. I branded my studio in a 1950s sort of way so that it can occupy that more inert marketing space. And I hope that strained logic holds water, because we are about to do this. And when these are available for purchase, you should question why you would pay me to be a walking billboard without compensation. But that said, and if I can get a screen printing operation up and running, not guaranteed, I'm relatively new to this, then you too can be a part of the Cinodrome's first humble and good-spirited marketing campaign. Making screen prints. The photo emulsion method seems to have settled in as absolute standard, so much so that I really don't see much out there about alternatives, but there are other ways. I would love to have a photo emulsion set up in here, and maybe I'll make one someday. But for now, I am going to paint these by hand. If the image to be printed has gray values, then photo emulsion is certainly required. But if it doesn't, this routine and a steady hand certainly works just fine. It's probably more time-consuming, though on a setup like this one, I would be curious to compare the two methods on a timer. This is screen filler, and with images viewed through the back of our screen, you simply, in quotes, paint out the negative space with a very fine brush. Experimenting with something. There's so many straight, clean lines in this artwork that I'm hoping masking might do the trick. Though I'm so accustomed to issues with bleeding under the tape that I'm a little wary, but we will try it. That's pretty clean. Moment of truth and all that. And yes, I could, obviously, send this artwork out and have these t-shirts made, but that would be a little beside the point. We make things in this studio. That works. There's some handy-dandy two-sided tacky film that holds t-shirts on platens like this, and that'll be great to have. I don't have any right now. So I'm going to try a very light dusting of spray adhesive. This is a ratty old t-shirt that is falling apart. Sacrificial lamb. Screen number 1 goes that way. Wow, those are hard to get off. What the? Vapor lock seal. Jeez. Far from an opaque white. That's going to take a couple passes, I guess. Okay, 3 passes. It's got a little imperfection in it, but imperfection is going to be the feature of these handmade t-shirts. Now, can we get this out without creating a mess? Yes, and doesn't matter what we do next. This needs to be touch dry before I run it. These letters are red. Flood it. Ha! Come on. And now, a production t-shirt. I ordered a bunch of samples, have selected a t-shirt I like. Now that this seems to be functioning, we'll order more, and I'll produce a run. So give me a couple weeks, maybe a month, and I will have these up for sale on the YouTube. I will warn you, in the obnoxious phraseology of our times, these are bespoke, artisanal screen shirts. They're clearly taking a little while to make. So, when they are available for purchase, I'm afraid they won't necessarily be cheap, but I will make it up to you. And I have some other fun, less expensive things joining them on the store.